I had a recruiting trip to make in Australia because I was recruiting for the company there. And I wanted to go around and visit all the universities. And I wanted to leave something with them that they would remember. So I wrote one weekend, I wrote the first of the glossaries of geophysics. And the company published it. It was about, I don't know, maybe 20 pages long. I don't really remember. I don't even have a copy myself of that original document. But I left it at the various universities that I was visiting, so that figured the students would pay attention to the company then. So we put the big company logo on the front cover of it, and that's how I got started. And one of the copies made its way to Kendall, who was president of the SEG at that time. He was with Shell, and he had Shell publish it here in the United States for the Shell employees. And so that's how I got really well known of it. And the SEG had a committee that they decided that they needed a glossary, and they formed a committee headed by Milton Dobrin, who was then the professor here at the University of Houston. And Dobrin heard about the glossary, that a copy, and he got a copy of it and thought, why bother? Why should the SEG do something with it? It's already been done. He would just see if he could republish it. So that's how so then we did move forward and republish it. Well, I said that I thought it was incomplete, and it needed more to it, because it had been a couple years had passed between the time when I had written it and the time that Dobrin really got around to wanted my permission for me to copy it. So I said I'd rather revise it than simply give you permission to copy it. The original dictionary was mainly one of the terminology involved in digital processing. I wanted to generalize it to make it more broader and cover other subjects also, which I did. At the present time, I'm just beginning to work on a new edition of the Encyclopedic Dictionary. So that's it's been a long time since we had an edition. Should have published another edition a number of years ago, but I hadn't, and so I was urged by the SEG to go ahead and publish another volume of it, updated. So I'm just barely getting started on it.